Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. How do you solve problems? Well, first requirement is to want to solve problems. The second requirement is to look and see if there's a problem in an objective way. Then once you identify the problem, look at the problem and try to figure out in an objective way why is this a problem, and then try to find solutions to solve the problem, whatever the consequences would be. Oh, well, the problem is your mother-in-law. So be it. All right, let's solve the problem. Chuk chuk. I'm just kidding. All right, so this is the way it goes, my friends. If you really want to solve your problem, you have to objectively look at the diagnostic, look at the consequences, look at the symptoms, and then you go and find out the origin of the symptoms, and then you try to figure out how you can solve it, the solutions. All right, but you have to be honest. This is the one of the two important requirements if you want to solve a problem, or it's a problem that needs to be solved. One is to want, there's a desire, and the second one is to be truthful, objective, honest. I mean, maybe you are the problem, then I go to jail, or whatever the solution may be. So what do we have here? We have a little mass murder in California, in the state of California, in Stockton, around Stockton, California. And that is the beautiful county of San Joaquin, or San Joaquin, or whatever you want to call it. It is Joaquin, whatever, very much. All right, in California. And I have here two articles that tells us about the gang-related, it was a birthday party of more than 100 people. Now, when I hear about a birthday party with more than 100 people, for me, it's clear it's two groups that most likely organized that party. I can tell you there's no Jews, I can tell you there's no Chinese. All right, so there might be or might be okay? One of the two. Now, this is Stockton area. So Stockton, I know the Diaz brothers, you know the Diaz brothers from USC. So must be certain kind of group. I'm generalizing, but my point is this. I learned in the United States of America, first I've been told, and I said, come on, man, it's not like that. And then I said, the persons who told me that, and I will tell you what they told me, said, just pay attention and you're going to convince yourself. When there's a crime out there and the person is not of this color, you will need some time to figure out the color of the person, even the name and other things. If the person is white, the second day or even the first day when the horrible crime was committed, they will tell you it was, I don't know, James, not James Stoney, not James Brown, James Hetfield from Metallica. It was James Hetfield, all right, James Smith, all right, not Deshaun Washington or something. All right, so they tell you immediately the demographics. This guy's on the loose. Please contact the police department. He's got blue eyes, blonde hair, he's white, he's 6 feet tall, he's got a big shaft and so on. They give you all the information so you can identify the baboon and say, hey, there's the whitey, get him. But if the articles do not give you that description of the then you know it's the So I have here two articles and I'm going to show you the demographic of San Joaquin County. So you kind of like narrow it down. All right, for me, when it was the birthday party of about 100, I immediately know it must be, hey, buenos dias, or what's up, Deshaun, let's go. Here, police search for suspect after 3 children killed at California party. Law enforcement officials said deadly shooting in Stockton, there's the Diaz brothers right there. California was a targeted incident, gang-related. Okay, this is, if you look down on all these articles, my friends, you will not find one name of a suspect, of a victim, of anything. Nothing, no James Hetfield, not John Smith, nothing. You know why? So for me, it was clear who those guys are. And then another article that I picked for you, again, Stockton mass shooting. Manhunt underway after 4 killed, 4 injured at child's birthday party. 100, god damn. All right? So I said again, if you go down here, it's only one name. Leer en Español. No, why Leer en Español? It's only one name here. I'm not talking about the mayor and all these guys, okay? I'm going by the people. It's only one, a family member of someone. It's another. That's the only name issued in this article. And I said, okay, let's see the demographic. San Joaquin County, California is a diverse demographic profile. Population approximately 800,965 residents. Racial composition Hispanics or Latino 42.7%. Right? White 25%. Asian 19%, black or African, and 6. Geography, we don't care about that one. And we find out that the growth was great. So that tells me these guys have a very big Okay, so I went to census report, and this is the Stockton, and here is the Little Baboon by San Francisco. Here it is. Don't go there. Or maybe you go. Race and ethnicity, the same thing, 43% Hispanic, right there, 19 Asian, 26 Tupu black, Zupu Zupu Mapagapa. Okay, income, bad, children, all right, you got here poverty, transportation, houses, marital, fertility. Fertility, 4.9%. You understand what 4.9% is? Right? So that is right there. A little higher than the rate of California, 4.8. A little less than the rate of the United States, 5.2. Do you know why the United States of America has 5.2 fertility rate? You know why? Well, I want you to go demographically and see the white people's fertility rate. And you're going to find out if they have it 1, it's fantastic. So that again, it's a giveaway for me. I know I'm a bad dude for telling the truth. You don't like it, that's the data. Remember, if you don't, I tell you. My paternal grandmother, she was a teacher, and she used to tell me and other kids, cui nu-i place adevărul, omului cinstit îi place adevărul, nu-i frică de adevăr, okay? So that means the dishonest person doesn't like truth. So if you don't like the truth or evidence, that tells me you're not honest. These are facts, okay? I'm not drawing any conclusion here. My conclusion is subjective in this case, but I tell you, I am right. My point is, when they don't give you the name and the description, you kind of know who they are. Now, my point is not with these guys who commit crime. All races, all groups commit crimes, all of them. The point is, why do these baboons hide it from us? Only from one group. Well, you know, that's my problem here. Our changing population, population, they tell you here, and they say for the population it was 7.5 for who lived. For comparison, the U.S. population grew 4.6 according to these guys. And they give you here, obviously, the changes in years, how racial and ethnic population, Hispanic are the biggest right there, no problem. They, right there, how it's changed. You see how it changed? You see where is the biggest one? Right there. Right there. It's changed the most, I guess. Maybe you don't see it because I didn't put it right. All right, let me see. Can I do it like this? Maybe. All right, this is the area where I'm interested in. Nevertheless, I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just trying to draw your attention to certain things, my friend. All right? Right here. How the racial and ethnic makeup of San Antonio changed. And you can see it 2010 and 2022. This right here were the whites, non-Hispanic, from 35.9, they dropped to 27. That's great. All right, from the Hispanics, Latino, from 39, they got to 43. The Asians, I guess, the black remained the same. The Asians got from 14 to 18. All right, so that's great, man. They even told us how much is the illegals, which is right here. It's 8%. 8% of those guys in Joaquin are illegal. 8.99%. It was one of those things over there. So what do you think? So I think all these things should have been relevant in a country that cares about crime and cares about demographics. I'm not Malthus. I'm not Thomas Malthus, the control of population, the end of the world, unsustainable. But I think he was right, because these guys change demographic. If you change demographic, you're going to bring people with different cultures, and the whole terrain or land will have that flavor. Now, tomorrow, let's say you got in a town where, let's say, people drive cars on the right side. You bring Japanese, they drive on the left, and they will vote to drive on the left. Who can stop them? A change of driving. This is an example. If you have, let's say, a country that likes to eat, I don't know, fetuses, aborted fetuses. Sorry for but there are some people like that. You bring them somewhere and you have a majority of them, they will make it legal. If you have a country or a nation that has in its traditions to have unfortunate underage marriage and arranged underage marriage, and you have a county or a city or a state that is majority that particular culture, they will make that legal, and you change the whole thing. Are you okay with that? Well, you could be. I'm not. Why? Because I like my thing. You like your thing. That's fine. The problem is you can figure out what's going on over here. Some people hide certain information so they don't wake up the imbeciles who are too busy making a living or eating and getting fat, or maybe something else, not even thinking. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Pay attention, as I've been told. If an article about a crime doesn't give you the name and demographics, racial, and all that, you understand who that person is by the articles. They will tell you in about 5 days. 4 to 5 days, they will tell you who that person was and all that. But by that time, the whole thing went down. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. I want the truth, nothing else. You don't like the truth? Remember what my paternal grandmother said? See you later.